Checked.
Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So there's one thing that I haven't been talking about that I really felt the need to be talking about is David Dobrik and the vlog squad and what's been going on with that, because it's really heavy stuff, and even though my platform is not that big, I feel like because I am a creator on YouTube and these heavy things are happening, I feel like it's only right to talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, you're complicit, and I just feel like I should bring awareness to it because it's messed up, it's wrong, and I just feel like I should talk about it. So I'm going to, but I'm going to start off with a trigger warning. This is going to discuss rape. I'm just not going to bother even trying to monetize this video, because otherwise I'll have to censor myself, and this video will not make sense. So this video will not be monetized. I wouldn't be able to even if I wanted to anyway. So there's an article on businessinsider.com which is behind a paywall. So I have paid for the article so I can read it to you. I know I'm a bit late to this. Most of you probably already know about this by now. If not, I'm going to talk about it now. But again, I'm going to do a trigger warning. This story involves rape. If that makes you uncomfortable, if that triggers you, please exit out now. No hard feelings. The article says here, a woman featured on YouTube star David Dobrik's channel says she was raped by a vlog squad member in 2018, the night they filmed a video about group sex. It says, David Dobrik's vlog squad is one of the most beloved friend groups on YouTube. Now, an extra 2018 vlog says she was too intoxicated to consent to sex with Dominicus Zigliaitis, aka Durte Dom, during the night they were filming for a vlog. The same woman says she was raped and that she believes the video's portrayal of the sex as consensual was inaccurate. A group of 7 college students were on their way to meet David Dobrik, but Hannah didn't know who he was. The friends piled into one of their cars to shoot a video with Dobrik's YouTube infamous posse, the Vlog Squad. Hannah knew her friends watched videos made by the group, yet had no idea how famous they really were. At the time, November 2018, Dobrik was about to surpass 10 million YouTube subscribers and was well on his way to becoming one of the platform's biggest stars. David and the Vlog Squad are known for their fast-paced comedy videos that have been described as half-scripted. The content feels like a mix of reality TV, improv, and situational comedy. By March 2020, he'd been named Gen Z's Jimmy Fallon by the Wall Street Journal, living in a $9.5 million mansion with a $200,000 Aston Martin, thanks to lucrative sponsorships with brands such as SeatGeek and Chipotle, which once sold a burrito named after him. Earlier that day, some of the students had begun chatting over Instagram with a Vlog Squad member named Durte Dom. Dom, whose real name is Dominicus Zigliaitis, said he wanted to hook up with them, according to direct message transcripts reviewed by Insider, and some of Hannah's friends were interested. That night, Hannah would become ensnared in the no-holds-barred clicks and cash-fueled lifestyle the Vlog Squad members celebrated in their videos. The students who had watched Dobrik's videos knew Zigliaitis played a character in the vlogs who was a sex addict. They didn't know where the character started and ended, and weren't sure whether they were actually supposed to be having sex with him that night. The sexy stuff won't be in the vlog, right? They asked over direct messages on Instagram. Might just need to take a pic just to show Dave so he believes me, haha. The Zigliaitis, aged 23 at the time, replied, presumably referring to Dobrik. Hannah, a 20-year-old sophomore at private liberal arts school in Los Angeles at the time, didn't know what to expect, but she was up for the adventure. She said she couldn't have predicted what would happen that evening, and the events have left her with trauma. In phone interviews with Insider, Hannah accused Zegliitis of rape by engaging in sexual activity with her that night while she was so incapacitated by alcohol that she could not consent. She says members of the vlog squad supplied alcohol to her and her friends who were too young to buy it themselves. Dobrik filmed Hannah at the apartment, and as she entered Zegliitis' bedroom with him. He edited and uploaded the footage as a threesome plot a few days later in a vlog called "She Should Not Have Played with Fire." Before it was deleted at Hannah's request, it was viewed 5 million times. Hannah spoke with Insider on the condition of anonymity out of concern that sharing her full name could affect employment opportunities. In the story, her name and those of her friends who went with her to Zegliitis' apartment are not their real names, but pseudonyms chosen by Insider, which is aware of their real identities. In late February, when Insider first reached out to Zegliitis about Hannah's story, he said he didn't want to talk about the vlog squad, but speak to his own achievements. Gross. Ugh, so gross. Your achievements? Fucking, oh god. That says it all. Reached again in early March about the allegations, he declined to comment. Insider also reached out to Dobrik's management and each member of the vlog squad who appeared in the scenes featuring Hannah. Jason Nash, Jeff Wittick, Todd Smith, Nick Antonian, and Brandon Calvillo. Only Wittick responded. The same attorney, Brian Friedman, released an additional statement to Insider that said David will be addressing his community directly. The statement went on to say, anyone who knows him knows he does not condone misconduct in any form. Seriously? Vlog participants provide consent before anything is posted. Whenever consent is retracted, posts are removed. Any insinuation of wrongdoing is inaccurate and defamatory. Okay, maybe he has people sign a release, but a release doesn't mean you can do whatever the fuck you want to me. Or maybe he has people sign an NDA, but NDAs don't apply when crimes are committed. Okay? They don't. They provide consent before anything is posted. How can you preemptively consent to having sex? You can't. It was, they thought it was, maybe they thought it was a bit like, haha, yeah, sure. But no, you cannot preemptively consent to that. Like, so weird. Okay. Sorry, moving on. Hannah says she quickly felt uncomfortable with the vlog squad members. The video filmed the night that Hannah says she was assaulted follows a classic Dobrik vlog format. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds long and includes a celebrity cameo and comedy scenes featuring Dobrik's friends. Zegliitis appears 2 minutes and 13 seconds in, according to a copy of the video reviewed by Insider. I invited these girls over to have a fivesome, he says, implying that he'll have sex with 4 women at once. So hopefully I'll have a fivesome tonight. As soon as she walked into the door, Hannah said someone shoved a camera in her face. She has one line of dialogue in the video. As she and her friends sit down on the couch, Hannah is heard saying she doesn't actually know who anyone in the vlog squad is. Get the fuck out, vlog squad member Nash yells in response as everyone laughs. To be honest, the poor girl should have left. Like, I'm not blaming her, but like, that would have been like, these men are, I'm sorry, but these guys are just disgusting. Like, just literally disgusting. We all, as women in real life, know this group of guys, and they just make my skin crawl. In real life, Hannah says she didn't find the banter funny. It's not funny. At one point, she said Nash, who was 45 at the time, made a comment along the lines of, "Oh, You have a personality. Hot girls like you usually don't. That's gross. And Jason Nash was dating Trisha at the time, and his girlfriend's in there. Like, how dare you? You're like, he's like 40 years old, by the way. He's gross. He's just, ugh, he makes my skin crawl. We'll get to Jason Nash later. He kissed Hannah when she was 18 years old, and like, ugh, he's gross. Okay, sorry, moving on. I immediately felt really uncomfortable because I was under the impression that we were going to meet these cool creators we were going to hang out with, maybe film something, Hannah said. It was high pressure from the moment we walked in. Hannah and her friend Sarah, who drove everyone to the apartment, told Insider that they never intended to have group sex with Zegliitis that night, a hesitance reflected in the vlog. In his voiceover, Dobrik says, after a couple minutes of talking, it was clear there was no fivesome happening. But Dobrik added, by some stroke of luck and master negotiating, Dom made progress. Hannah told Insider that she felt pressured by Zegliitis and the other Vlog Squad members into helping them create content that objectified her. She said Zegliitis took turns interacting with Hannah and her friends, and that he pulled her onto his lap at one point without asking permission. It was very much an environment where it felt like saying no was not okay, Hannah says. It felt like from the moment we came, there was an expectation that they were doing us a favor and we had to give them content. They were verbally like, why aren't you guys being fun? Do something sort of sexy. Hannah said Zegliitis started calling her baby and asking her if she wanted to be his Instagram girlfriend. She said Zegliitis told her she could make $10,000 a week and become famous if she agreed, but Hannah says she declined, and Zegliitis briefly seemed to move on from her. As the night went on, Hannah says Zegliitis became aggressive. A while later, Hannah said Zegliitis approached her again and asked if he could talk to her. She agreed and said Zegliitis led her out of her room and her friends were in, down a hallway and into a pitch black bedroom. Hannah says Zegliitis guided her in through the door, and she said she quickly turned around and told him that she wanted to go back to where her friends were. But Zegliitis blocked the exit with his body, Hannah said, and started asking her why she didn't like him and wouldn't date him. Hannah said Zegliitis asked if they could hook up. She replied no, she told Insider. He was like, no, you at least have to give me a kiss, Hannah said. I was getting really scared because he wasn't letting me leave. My friends were in a totally different part of the house. I was like, what happens if I keep saying no? So I just gave him a kiss. She returned to where her friends were sitting, she said, and around that time, she said a couple members of the Vlog Squad returned with a bottle of a dark-colored liquor. Trisha Paytas, that's my homegirl, a former Vlog Squad member, told Insider she was at the apartment for about 45 minutes that night with Hannah and her friends. Paytas said that the night was not a good situation. She said she left because the women were drinking while underage, which felt insane to her. Paytas also said the women made it clear they did not want to have group sex with Zegliitis. They were like, oh shit, we're here, but we don't want to have sex, Trisha said. Paytas told Insider that Vlog Squad member Jeff Wittick went to go buy liquor for the party after she told Nash, her boyfriend at the time, not to. Paytas said she and Nash left before Wittick got back. Paytas and Nash are no longer dating, and she has frequently criticized Dobrik and Nash on social media, including for what she claims is a pattern of behavior that exploits young women. She also made a TikTok saying that she once crashed her car into Nash's house while high on meth. Dobrik's fans have questioned Paytas' credibility, including by citing her history of negative posts about Dobrik and Nash. Well, maybe she was right. Well, obviously. Hannah's friend Sarah, who said she didn't drink that night because she was driving, told Insider she remembers Todd Smith asking the group what kind of alcohol people wanted. Sarah also said she remembers Smith and Wittick coming back to the apartment with Smith holding a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey. Sarah shared a photo with Insider of Zigliitis sitting with Hannah and her friends alongside a bottle of Jack Daniels and a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi. In a phone call with Insider, Wittek denied buying the alcohol and said he didn't think Smith would have bought it either, though he said Smith loves whiskey. At this point, I can't really remember much, Hannah said. I just remember being really uncomfortable and honestly being really upset and angry that my friends thought that these guys were cool and that they're really just objectifying and gross. Hannah's friends said Zigliitis had sex with her while she was blacked out. Hannah said she drank so much alcohol that night that she filmed with the vlog squad that she blacked out. Sarah told Insider that Hannah wanted to go to Zigliitis' room with Zigliitis and their friend Audrey. Although Sarah said she could tell that Hannah was drunk, she was comfortable with letting her go into the room because Hannah wouldn't be alone with Zigliitis. I just remember seeing her and Dom talking a lot, added Sarah, who said Hannah and Zigliitis were both drinking. They were both on the floor and definitely a lot of alcohol was exchanged and kind of like nudged toward her. There were definitely times she was drinking it of her own volition, but there are also times where he was clearly trying to get her to drink more. Sarah said Hannah was able to walk into the room, but she could tell Hannah was drunk because she started talking excessively and expressed abstract thoughts, things that Sarah said Hannah usually did when she was drunk. She was not fully coherent and articulate, Sarah said. You could tell she was definitely affected by something. It was very obvious in the way she was speaking, which was very fast and a lot. Once Hannah and Audrey were in the room with Zigliitis, Sarah said the other members of the vlog squad started trying to listen in. Some of them even opened the door to look at what was happening, Sarah said. In retrospect, Sarah thought it was disgusting that people were watching. That's fucked. Obviously, she did not consent to the act itself, but she especially did not consent to having multiple men peek their heads in to confirm what was happening. Oh, God. Sarah said. Okay, wait. Well, okay, not to, like, shame her friend, but if Sarah was coherent enough to see this, like, Sarah, I don't know, why didn't Sarah do something? I mean, not to shame someone, but like obviously she's coherent enough to remember people peeking into the room. So if you're, I don't know, I think Sarah should have done more. If that was my friend, you better believe I'm dragging her out of there. I mean, not to shame anyone, but I don't know. Sarah said that Zigliitis locked the door to the bedroom at one point while he was having sex to stop the other vlog squad members from coming in. Sarah said Dobrik was among the vlog squad members trying to look into the room. She shared a video of Dobrik she took that night with Insider in which Dobrik can be seen responding to someone asking if he found success in getting into the room with Zigliitis, Hannah, and Audrey. No, he locked the door, Dobrik said, responds in the video, camera in hand. Sarah said that Zigliitis and Audrey came out of the room first and that Sarah went in after him to find Hannah lying limp on the bed. Sarah said she was immediately concerned and that she remembered Hannah tugging on her ear and asking where her earring was. Hannah said she does not remember having sex with Zigliitis and that Audrey told her, okay, I'm just going to start calling him Dom because that's too long. Audrey told her Dom performed sexual acts on her that were penetrative. Specifically, Hannah said Audrey told her that Dom was having sex with Hannah and didn't stop as Hannah showed signs of losing consciousness. So Audrey took over to get Dom to stop. Audrey declined to comment. But in a text she sent to Hannah this month about their night with Dom, she wrote, I remember you were starting to close your eyes and just were obviously drunk, so I finished him off just to get him away from you. Hannah shared the text with Insider. After Dom finished, Hannah said she was too drunk to dress herself. What I do remember is laying on the bed in that room alone and my roommate at the time coming in and being super worried and putting my underwear on me because I couldn't do that by myself, Hannah said. Sarah said she and Hannah's roommate took her into Dom's bathroom, where Hannah couldn't stand or sit up on the toilet by herself. Sarah said Hannah fell over and passed out on the bathroom floor briefly. And when Hannah's friends pulled her back up, Sarah said they had to pull trach, which is slang for forcing someone to vomit. The California Penal Code says that rape is an act of sexual intercourse accomplished with the person, not the spouse of the perpetrator, where a person is prevented from resisting by intoxicating or anesthetic substance or any controlled substance, and this condition was known or reasonably should have been known by the accused. Hannah never contacted the police, and no charges have ever been filed against Dom. After Hannah threw up, Sarah and her friends had to physically support Hannah's body as they exited the apartment. Sarah shared a photo with Insider she says was taken that night and shows Hannah leaning against one of the other friends outside of the apartment. Dobrik, Antonian, Smith, and Wittek are visible in the picture. Sarah says she watched Dobrik's Tesla pull out of the apartment building as she walked with Hannah back to her parked car. Sarah said Hannah started vomiting again back at their dorm. When she finally got Hannah into her bed, Sarah said she started asking questions about what had just happened. Dread started to seep in, Sarah said, when Hannah didn't seem to remember leaving campus at all. The next morning, Hannah said she woke up and felt still extremely drunk. When she looked at her phone, she saw a text conversation with Dom and photos from the night before. She texted him that anything at your discretion is okay for the vlog, and just maybe not anything that a future employer could use against me. Hannah said she still had no memory of having sex the night before. Then her friends woke up, and Sarah said she told Hannah for a second time that Dom had had sex with her. That's when I started internally freaking out because it's concerning enough that the first time she didn't remember it. The second time was really scary, Sarah said. When she finally started to process the scope of what she had been told had happened, Hannah said she just tried to laugh it off. For 2 days, Dobrik didn't post any footage of her or their night at the apartment, and Hannah said she tried not to think about it. Then, on November 28th, the vlog came out. Hannah says she struggled to process the footage in Dobrik's vlog. In the vlog that featured Hannah, the bit about the threesome includes scenes that Sarah said were shot that night, as well as a scene Sarah said was reshot but made to look like it happened that night. In the scene shot as the sex was occurring, Dobrik and Vlog Squad members Smith, Wittek, Antonian, Ernst, and Calvillo joke about Dom having sex with Hannah and Audrey. In one scene, Wittek is standing outside the hallway outside Dom's room and says, "We just need to get in there to get a head count for the vlog." Wittek opens the door and tells Dobrik there are 3 people in the room. Then Antonian opens the door and says, "Oh my God," while Dobrik laughs. Smith says, "I'm getting kind of horny just like listening to this," and the 4 men laugh. In the next scene, Zegliadis is standing in his room, drenched in sweat. Sarah said she did not believe the scene was shot while she and Hannah were at the apartment, and that Dom wasn't actually dripping sweat that night. Dom says thanks David and gives him a high five after Dobrik asks if it was his first threesome. Then Dom asks Ernst to smell his finger, and Ernst says his finger smells like Brandon's sister. These guys are trash. At the end of the vlog, Dobrik films himself, Smith, and Calvillo in the car. Sarah says this appeared to have been filmed in the same night since the men were wearing the same clothes and had left the building in the same Tesla. In a scene, Dobrik says, "Dom just had a threesome and I think we're all going to jail." Dobrik laughs and says, "I think we are all going to jail." Calvillo says, "See you in 20 years. In the podcast interview with Travis Mills recorded the day the vlog with Hannah was posted, vlog recalled Dom inviting the women over for a staged fivesome. When they all got there, they were like, "Oh no, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to have sex," Dobrik told Mills, except 2 of the girls wanted to have sex, so he ended up having a threesome, which was still his first threesome and was very exciting for him. Mills asked if the other Vlog Squad members peeked into the room to confirm Dom was having sex with 2 women, as they were depicted in the vlog, and Dobrik said, "Yeah, well, you know, he didn't have sex with them unless we saw it with our own eyes." Excuse me. Dobrik says he was always pretty good about asking his friends for permission to put their clickbait-worthy moments in the vlog. There was no sex shown in the vlog, but Hannah told Insider what ended up being portrayed in the video about her was totally misconstrued, since it didn't show the extent of her intoxication. "It seemed like I had a super fun night with these famous vloggers, basically, which is not what happened," she said. Every single person that I know is messaging me, "You were in David Dobrik's vlog, that's so cool," or "Oh my god, I saw the vlog you were in." On the day the vlog was released, it was viewed more than 800,000 times. People came up to Hannah in the library and in line at the coffee shop to talk about it, she said. Hannah said her little sister even texted her about overhearing people at Hannah's old high school talking about the vlog in the bathroom. It made Hannah feel so alone, she said. "It's difficult to describe how it feels knowing that millions of strangers have seen a video of me and a night that affected me and traumatized me in nearly incomprehensible ways, not knowing that anything was wrong," Hannah said. The first time Hannah said she described what happened that night as rape. She said was in the back of a cab in her hometown after a night of drinking with a friend. It was over winter break, a month after she filmed with the Vlog Squad. The next morning, Hannah said her friend asked her if she remembered that she had a panic attack in the car and said, "I was raped," over and over again on the way home. "I don't want that to be my identity. It's not my identity. I can comfortably say I was the victim of rape, but I don't identify as a victim," Hannah said. "That's just something that happened to me, and that's why I didn't speak to anyone about it for a long time." After she processed the events of the night with the Vlog Squad, Hannah said she did research about the legal system in California and decided it wouldn't be worth pursuing a case because she was so intoxicated at the time, but she still wanted to do something. On February 2nd, 2019, paytas uploaded a since-deleted video accusing Dobrik of being an actual horrible person who, she said, along with Nash, exploited young women in his vlogs. Hannah watched the video and said it made her wonder if other women also felt objectified while filming with the Vlog Squad. 3 months later, after she last texted Dom, Hannah decided to reach back out. Even after the vlog was gone, Hannah still struggled to find closure. Shortly before midnight on a Monday in February 2019, Hannah sent Dom a long text message. So this is what Hannah said to Dom. She says, "It's incredibly disturbing to me to have a video online that documents an entire night I have no recollection of and have everyone around me view that as a reflection of my character, especially considering the mature content," Hannah wrote in the text to Dom. "Looking back at the experience, I feel taken advantage of. I did not want to participate in sexual contact with any of the men in the room," she wrote. Just over an hour later, Dom wrote back, "Okay, I respect your wishes. The video is down." Neither Dom or anyone in the Vlog Squad ever said anything to Hannah ever again. "It took me 2 weeks to muster up the courage to essentially reach out to him and tell him how I perceived and felt about the situation," Hannah said. "It's not a place for me to say whether or not he should say sorry, and I don't expect that from him. But to not even have those things that were obviously deeply vulnerable for me to say, acknowledge whatsoever, was quite frankly mean." Hannah said she was glad the vlog was off Dobrik's channel, but that she still deals with the psychological effects of the night to this day. When she drinks, she said she still experiences panic attacks sometimes. If she's having sex with a new partner after drinking, she said she sometimes starts crying uncontrollably. "I have nightmares where I'm raped, and when I'm not dreaming, I can't recall what Dom's voice sounds like or what any of their voices sounds like. But when I have those dreams, I hear his voice," Hannah said. "That's really fucking weird and disturbing, knowing that somewhere in my brain this incident is still alive." At the same time, Hannah says she was processing her trauma. Dom's appearances in the vlogs were becoming less frequent, and by the end of 2019, he had stopped appearing entirely. In November 2019, Dom uploaded a video explaining why he didn't appear on Dobrik's channel anymore, saying he wanted to pursue other opportunities. Dom has since released music as Durte Dom, along with Dobrik-style vlogs of his own. Dom has previously been accused of sexual assault. Dom was one of Dobrik's childhood friends and moved out to Los Angeles to build an influencer career from scratch. He's one of more than 24 returning cast members in Dobrik's vlogs, and like many of them, his relationship with Dobrik yielded financial success, online fame, and a platform to reach millions of fans. Dom now has over 1.2 million Instagram followers and nearly 900,000 YouTube subscribers. Before Dom invited Hannah to the apartment that night, he had already been publicly accused of sexual assault. The YouTuber Ali Hardesty said Dom reached down in her shirt to grope her bare breast, without her consent at a 2017 party, and that he forcibly kissed her after she repeatedly told him to stop. The same week, the comedian Elijah Daniel also accused Dom of groping Daniel's friend 3 times without consent. In response to Hardesty and Daniel, Dom posted an apology video. In it, Dom said the accusations against him were not 100% true, but to an extent, they are. James Charles, anyone? Anyway, he didn't specify which allegations, but Dom said he was aggressive and too intense when approaching women, and that he had come to understand he was being disrespectful. He also apologized for bringing bad energy to the videos he made with his friends. Dobrik commented under Dom's apology, "Proud of you, Dom. Being an idiot is easy. Owning up to it is tough. Glad you made this." He didn't make any other public statements of support for Dom, but on June 28, 2 days earlier, a fan account for Dobrik tweeted screenshots purported to be direct messages from Dobrik to one of his fan groups, wherein David Dobrik says, "I can't talk about it yet because I haven't been paying enough attention to it. I read all of it, but guys, I don't know what Dom does when he's not around me. LOL, I can't control him." Yeah, I mean, we are obviously done with those jokes. Didn't know they were so close to reality. You can't, I mean, I'm sorry, you can't just turn a blind eye when you gave this guy a platform and you've known this guy since childhood and you know what he does. How can you be like, "Oh, I didn't know that the jokes were reality"? Okay, I can understand if maybe he's one of your randos from the vlog squad that just like met familiar, like, okay, be part of your squad. No, this was a childhood friend. You can't have plausible deniability when you've known him for that long. Sorry, David. In the 2017 messages that Dobrik wrote, I've read it all, but okay. I read that part already. After Insider reached out to Dom with Hannah's claims, he uploaded a YouTube video addressing backlash against the vlog squad. Dom did not address Hannah's accusations in the video. Hannah said her hope in sharing her accusations against Dom is partly that he and Dobrik and the other members of the vlog squad recognized her perspective of that night. But she said she doesn't assume or expect there will be a process of accountability. Of course, it would be nice to get an apology to get them to admit what they did wrong, Hannah says. I was exploited for content and stripped of autonomy and a voice. So that's the end of the article there. But what really bothers me is the fact that obviously Dom would have had to reach out to David and explain to him what happened, because I doubt David would have just taken it down. Like, he would have probably had to get the nitty-gritty of what happened. So it's really disturbing to me that David knew that, kept it to himself, and continued to film with him after that. There was some kind of, there was a tour that Dom did to tour like colleges and frat parties and things like that, and David went there, and members of the vlog squad were also there. So the fact that David just kept this quiet and tell other members of the vlog squad, like, David, to me, like, in my eyes, you're an accomplice now. Because if you witness a crime, if you're privy to a crime, if you have knowledge of a crime, and you keep it hush hush, you're now an accomplice. Like, you're aiding and abetting at that point. So David, you are just as responsible. And his like tear-filled apology, when your lawyer was literally saying, this is defamatory, this is defamatory. But now all of a sudden it's like, oh, why? You're upset because you're losing the sponsors? Like, this is so disgusting. And it's, to be honest with you, I have never watched, ever in my life, I think, watched a vlog squad video. But I remember I did watch a video of, like, I think it was almost like checking out David's apartment, and he was kind of going through his house, and then I remember he came to, like, he had like a little bar cart, and he's like, this is my bar cart, He's like, I don't drink, but I like to get my friends liquored up so I can like be the ones to take videos of him. I remember like right away, I'm like, this guy's a fucking creep. This guy's a fucking creep. You want to be the one sober, just taking videos of people doing weird shit. You like to liquor them. This guy's a fucking weirdo, fucking creep. I knew that right away. And I was just like, not for me, not for me, not for me. And now I see why. Like, sometimes I'm very like big on vibes that people give off, and I can already tell like, I don't like you. I don't want to watch your videos. There's so many girls out there that have these kinds of stories, like that got, you know, raped at frat parties, you know, like, or things like that, or just so many girls with similar stories. I have a similar story, like not in the same context, but when I was, you know, inebriated, and it's sad, and this needs to happen, or this needs to not happen. This needs to not happen, okay? And the problem is, when it happens in these kinds of situations where you are inebriated, you blame yourself. Oh, it's my fault. I shouldn't have drank that much, or blah, 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 blah. You blame yourself, and those are the situations where most of the time you don't tell people, because it's a blurry, you feel, or at least for you feel like it's a blurry ground, like, and it shouldn't be. If someone is that messed up, don't have sex with them. Period. Consent. You can't consent when you're in that state. You just can't. And if you are one of those men that does this, you are fucking trash. You're trash. So I hope that we can get rid of the vlogs. Well, Jeff Wittick, he posted an apology. I appreciated that. He denounced the vlog squad. He denounced the fact that he wasn't told about this. I feel bad for him. He like got his vision messed up in one accident, so I don't know. I don't think that I'm considering him on that same level, but definitely David Dobrik, you gotta go. Michael Majlak, you should go, which is like Logan Paul's sidekick. I've never watched that show, but I've seen like clips. That guy's a fucking douche. Mike Majlak, get out of here. Oh, and recently I saw this video. Okay, so shout out to Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, who have been talking about this a lot on their podcast Frenemies, which is so dope. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And Def Noodles actually has also been talking about it a lot. He's been talking a lot about James Charles and about David Dobrik quite a bit. And then I watched this kind of like today joke of an expose video trying to expose Def Noodles. And it was like 50 minutes long, and I'm like, okay, what do you got? And they're like, he says he's Brazilian, but he was born in New Jersey or something. And I was just like, okay, yeah, he was born there, but then like lived there for 2 months and then he went back. So what? And then they're like, he's a pussy. What? They're like, yeah, he's so sensitive. He talks about his feelings getting hurt. He's a pussy. I'm just like, toxic masculinity check. Like, what? So, and then I saw a bunch of other male YouTubers being like, yeah, go off, queen. So, and I just commented, I was just like, okay. I feel like this is a campaign to discredit Def Noodles because he's talking about some heavy shit right now, and the boys club don't like it on YouTube. But Def Noodles, Ethan Klein, Trisha Paytas, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing it. And I think toxic masculinity in general needs to end. It needs to go. It's okay for men to be sensitive. It's okay for men to be compassionate. It's okay for men to be kind. And it's okay for men not to have sex with a girl that's not able to consent. So the men that you notice are having problems with people like Def Noodles, Ethan Klein, Trisha Paytas calling out these predators on YouTube are the ones that probably have skeletons in their closet. And baby, you're next. You're motherfucking next. So the ones that are trying to expose the people that are shedding light to this, those are the ones that we should look into next, because they've got skeletons in their closet. And it's about time that we, as a society, the globe, the world in general, that we just shine light on this and just kind of like exercise ourselves of these toxic, evil, disgusting people. That if you would do that to someone, you're trash, you're garbage, and you need to go. And you should be kicked off YouTube. You should be kicked off everywhere. You should be exiled to some weird fucking predator island, because we don't want you. So shout out to the men that are like Ethan. Shout out to the men like Def Noodles. Shout out to the men that are our allies. Shout out to those men. And shame on you, you little pussy ass gamer dudes who have the nerve to call someone. Real men talk about their feelings. Real men don't hide behind a computer and make inappropriate, like, disgusting jokes, and they're going off about, oh, it's comedy, it's comedy. No, you're fucking racist. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I just hate these little pussy boys who go around like, yeah, I'm pissy, you're a soft boy. No, you're the loser that lives in your mom's basement. Anyways, we're off topic. But anyways, sorry for getting off topic there, but that's just really pissed me off. Like, Team Def Noodles, Team Ethan Klein, Team Trish Paytas. But yes, my heart really goes out to Hannah. Like, that's awful. And honestly, props to her for having the courage and the strength to step forward and say something. And you never know, like, by coming forward, you probably did save other girls from having to go through this as well. And I hope that this culture of people speaking up will continue through forever. I mean, this is not something that we should be afraid to speak about. The NDAs don't mean shit. Nothing means shit. We should speak our truth. And I don't know. I mean, I went to talk. I didn't really speak up when it happened to me, but I wrote a letter to his place of work, so it kind of did eventually. And that's kind of what it takes. And sometimes it might take you a while, but it's never too late to speak up. It's never too late to have your own back. Wait, the same way that you have everyone else's back, try to have your own back. And not to tell anyone what to do, but if you're struggling with this, even if you just write a letter and never send it, it'll make you feel a lot better. Because that's why I was so mad at myself, because I felt like I didn't have my own back. And maybe that's what Hannah was experiencing too. So I'm not trying to say that to make it about me, but in case you were experiencing something similar, I do think that that is definitely helpful. But yeah, you will never catch me supporting David Dobrik ever. Not that I ever did, because I never did. But yes, comment down below what you think. Obviously, keep it positive. Sorry for such heavy topics, but it's kind of become regular running theme on my channel. I know it's heavy topics, but it needs to be discussed. Someone needs to talk about it, and I think it's important to talk about it. It's been, especially since it's behind a paywall. Not everyone is willing to do that. So comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye guys.